Good afternoon. I am News 6 anchor Lisa Bell, and welcome to Take 6. It is our opportunity to have a brief little chat with some of our investigators and reporters to talk about what they are working on for News 6 starting at 4 o'clock. And joining us today is News 6 anchor Justin Warmoth, who has been covering a huge development called Sunbridge in his
Mhm.
Boomtown series. And there are some new developments with this new development, Justin.
Well, Lisa, just for some background, Sunbridge, it is a massive development, the majority of which is in Osceola County, but there is a portion in Orange County. And for stats wise, it's a 27,000 acre planned unit development. Um,
Yeah. Bigger than the
but seven,
villages.
yes.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, it borders, um, it comes up right next to Split Oak Forest as well, really East Osceola and then up through East Orange. And so the city, interestingly enough, and it caught the county by surprise because that's in unincorporated Orange County, the portion of which Sunbridge is planned for, and the city of Orlando wants to annex the 6,500 or so acres into the city. So, according to the city, the, I mean, the county again, the county, it caught them off guard, but so that land accounts for 276 million in taxable revenue. That's according to the city, and the county feels like this is a land grab. They are not sure why, because the county's done all of the work to approve what is, ultimately going to be built in the Sunbridge community that falls within Orange County. But the city is looking to annex the 6,500 acres or so is sort of borders the 528,
Hmm.
and
Can a city
kind of near
just
the
do that?
OUC. Well, the city can do that, but the county is showing up today to today's meeting, and they are going to try to urge the city to at least delay all this to have more
Yeah.
of a conversation, because again, it caught them off guard. The mayor addressed this at a commission meeting last week, and you could hear it in his voice, and you could hear the commissioners as well really concerned about this, because they're concerned about a number of things, um, one of which includes the environmental sensitivity of the area. And they've put all these provisions in for the builders for Sunbridge, to avoid certain areas that are environmentally sensitive. And their concern is that the city of Orlando will sort of bypass what they've put in and build what the developer, who is Tavistock, who the city has worked with Lake Nona. That's also why this is being called Lake Nona 2.0, essentially, the
Hmm.
Sunbridge community. And so, yeah, think about this: 22,000 single family homes, nearly 14,000 apartments to the region. And that's the entire project. But in the Orlando portion, and the portion that the city wants to annex, that's 5,720 single family homes and 1,600 apartments.
Yeah, and you talk about
So
the tax revenue that would be shifted from the
exactly.
county to the city. Some other concerns that the county's been raising, though, is police services, law enforcement
Yes.
services, first responders, fire.
Hmm.
And they are saying that the city doesn't have any sort of footprint in that area, unlike the county. It's my understanding. That's the county's
Hmm.
argument. And so it will be interesting to see what the city has to say when it comes to
Yeah.
providing police and fire and all of that.
And I think we'll be able to learn more today, because a lot of this is just a preview. I think we will learn more today at today's city council meeting, at 2 o'clock, because what we've heard, the majority of what we've heard so far, is from the county's perspective on things and
Hmm.
how they're quite upset about this. And from the city's point of view, we don't know truly what the reasoning is behind this. And so it's really interesting to see the county and the city sort of at odds on this, and we'll see what happens. But I'm being told that there will be a presence from the county at today's meeting, and they will let their voice be heard
It's
to city commissioners.
It's also interesting that the county is raising environmental concerns because I actually did a story out in this Sunbridge development
Hmm.
on one of the subdivisions called Westland Park, which is one of the first in the entire state to go basically to have solar panels on every single house out there. And I talked to the contractor, the home builder, who was building all of those homes, and they also pointed to a small community near Fort Myers, Florida, as being one of the only to not lose power during a massive hurricane. And so they were talking about the importance of this and trying to be environmentally friendly and using natural landscaping and natural products and changing a lot of their methods and being very mindful in the products that they were using because they wanted to be environmentally friendly. And it seemed like that was kind of one of the things that Sunbridge was touting itself as, kind of being an entirely environmentally friendly development. So it was
But
interesting.
think about where it is, where this
Right, it's in a sensitive
is
spot.
located.
Yeah.
And we know the fight that Orange County and the voters of Orange County have put forward, and Orange County has listened when it comes to the Split Oak Forest and not allowing a toll road to be built through there, which is really close.
And you've talked to people on the
Sunbridge
Osceola
development.
side who are really concerned about what's going to happen as well.
Well, folks in Osceola counties, at least the ones who have lived there for a while, it's growing so rapidly in Osceola County, and everywhere you look, there's a new development, and not a small one either. They have 3 K-8s that are being built right now all over the county, one of which is in the Sunbridge community. And it is so close to the Split Oak Forest. And I think the concern, at least from the county's point of view, is if the city takes over a certain amount of land, that they will allow that toll road to be built as Osceola County wants it built as well. Osceola County sued the Orange County about this as well. So yeah, I think there's just a trickle-down effect that also worries the county that we should learn more about today. But
well, it's going to be an interesting debate. Yep, absolutely. Thank you, Justin. So much development all across Central Florida, and you are keeping us up to date on all of it. So we appreciate that.
Doing my best.
All right.
Thanks,
we do want to
Lisa.
take a quick look at our 7-day forecast. If you liked the weather today, don't get too used to it, unfortunately, because we do have a warm up on the way. It looks like these cooler days are becoming fewer and farther between. Take a look at these temperatures. So 72 degrees is our expected high today. It's going to be 15 degrees warmer by the end of the week, with highs in the upper 80s, lows in the upper 60s. So it's going to be pretty warm as we head into spring break for most families in Central Florida. And it looks like St. Patty's Day is going to be a warm one as well. So don't let your green beer get too warm out there. It's going to be a high of 87. Thank you so much for joining us on Take 6 today. Of course, we're going to be here working for you all day, and we will see you live on News 6 tonight starting at 4. Have a great day.